What's going on YouTube? Today I've got my hands on a brand new Android TV box by Core Media. This is the FORMULER Z8. So this box has the Hisilicon Quad-core 2 GHz CPU with the Mali 450, 2 gigs of DDR4 RAM and 16 gigs of internal storage. With dual band Wi-Fi AC and dual antennas. You've got a Gigabit LAN, Bluetooth version 4.2, Android version 7. Now this supports 4K HDR at 60 frames per second, also supports HDR10 and HLG with HDMI version 2.0A and 5.1 surround sound. Now the box itself has a nice matte finish with the Z8 logo on the top, and on the side you have this metal mesh grille finish, and it does look very nice. Now on the front we have the FORMULER logo. On the side there is one USB 3 port. On the back of the unit we have a power socket, a 3.5mm infrared port, we have an SPDIF optical port, HDMI out, a Gigabit LAN and your Wi-Fi antenna. So we do have an external Wi-Fi antenna which we can simply screw on. Now this box does have dual antennas. You've got one external and one internal. If we keep going, on this side we have a standard USB 2 port, and that brings us back to the front, and this is what the bottom of the unit looks like. Now also inside this box you will find your user manual or quick start guide, along with a Cool Media business card and your FORMULER business card. We've got two AAA batteries included for your remote control. Here is a 3.5mm infrared extension cable. So if you were to mount the box on the back of your television, then you would need this infrared extension for your remote control to work. But if you're not going to mount this to your TV and you just use this normally on a desk, on a shelf or in your cabinet, then the remote control will work as usual with the built-in infrareds, and you will not need this cable. Now we also get an HDMI cable, a European power socket included, and the voltage is 12 watts 1A. We have a full featured remote control over here. We know that it takes two AAA batteries which are included, and this remote control has a lot of features and functions, including a full play, pause, rewind, record. You have so many functions in this remote control, including being able to control your television with it, and the instructions are on the back. So I look forward to testing out this remote. Now this is no doubt a compact TV box, but to give you an idea of the size, I will bring in my Xiaomi box. So this is the new Xiaomi Box S. This is how they fare side by side, and if we put the Xiaomi box on top, you can see that the Z8 is slightly bigger all the way around, and also a millimeter or two thicker. So now I'm going to get this hooked up to my TV and capture card, and we are going to find out exactly how good the FORMULER Z8 really is. I'll be right back. So first of all, I ran a boot up speed test, and this TV box took 19 seconds to fully load the home screen from a cold start. Now here is the home screen for this TV box. It looks similar to Android TV OS, but as we proceed with this video, we shall in fact find out if it's official or a custom version. So on the top right corner we have our local time displayed, followed by the first row of icons which are the apps installed on this system as standard. The next row of icons are shortcuts to some system settings. Now the first one being hotkeys, which allows you to assign any app you like for the four colored buttons on the remote control. So easy access to your favorite apps. The red one could be YouTube. You can basically add any app you like to those four colored buttons. Now the next shortcut was System Update, which I did test out, and there were no new updates currently available. Now the next shortcut is for Reset. You enter the default password, which is 0000, and you will then see two options to select either Software Reset or Factory Reset. And next up we have Power Mode, which lets you decide what the power button will do. And finally we have System Info, which will give you some basic information on this TV box and its firmware. Now at the bottom of the screen we have settings, your Wi-Fi information, Bluetooth, launcher settings and your power options. Now first of all, let's have a look at the system settings and check out the system storage information. So this box comes with 16 gigs of internal storage, from which we have 11 gigs free to use. And if we have a quick look in about, you will see that we are running Android version 7.0. Now let's quickly check out launcher settings. These are some custom settings designed especially for this launcher, and we have age groups, parental control, startup apps and more. And at this stage I have to say that this does not look like the official Android TV OS, This appears to be a custom skin which is made to look like a TV. So there is no Chromecast built in, and I do suspect that Google Widevine will confirm this for us later on in the video. So the default apps that come with this box are quite limited to My TV, File Manager, Miracast, YouTube, and of course the Google Play Store. And here is a rather pleasant surprise for you guys. You have the full version of the Google Play Store included instead of the regular Android TV version, which is another giveaway of how official this box is. And it also means that you have access to thousands of free games and apps. Now, My TV Online is like an IPTV service for live television, which you probably have to sign up to and pay for in order to use. Now this box does come with Miracast built in, allowing you to do screen mirroring with your smartphone, and I did test this out with my Mate 20 Pro, and as you can see it works great. My screen has been mirrored and the experience is nice and smooth with very limited lag. So now I'm going to play some 4K video samples from a USB drive, and I will be doing this with the latest version of the Kodi media player which I just downloaded from the Play Store. So that was 4K videos. Let's move on now to the YouTube test. And you can stream a maximum of 4K on YouTube.
और मेरा जवाब भी केसरी आज तीनों के लिए
What is this place?
My home, a safe place for you, others like you.
I feel like I've totally lived through this day already.
Deja vu?
Yes.
The day reset when you died, right?
Yeah.
You know how grumpy you get when things don't go your way. You've got such a good heart. You're born like it. You're just decent.
This is Sandy. If you could show her the ropes, tell her what's wrong.
Moving on now to the gaming test.
On me! Move into cover!
Now this box does not come with Netflix installed, and it's not available to download from the Play Store. So I did try sideloading it, and I tried downloading Netflix from Aptoy TV. I tried many different versions and none of them worked on this box. So unfortunately, Netflix is not supported. Now for you advanced users, the DRM info shows, surprise surprise, Google Widevine level 3. And here is the CPU-Z information for the CPU, clock speed and graphics, followed by your root information. So this box does not come rooted as standard. So in the Wi-Fi speed test, beginning with 2 GHz Wi-Fi speed, we achieved 44 megabits per second download and 9 megabits per second upload. In the 5 GHz test, we achieved 47 and 9 megabits per second, and in the Ethernet speed test, we achieved 46 megabits per second download and 9 megabits per second upload. And our current top speeds are between 47 and 50 megabits per second. So that brings us to our benchmarks, beginning with Geekbench multi-score of 1515, followed by our Antutu results, and we achieved only 23K. And you can see that we achieved only a 0 for the GPU test, which means this test is inconclusive. So I went ahead and installed an older version of Antutu and ran the test again, and this time we achieved a benchmark score of 31K. So let's see how this compares to the others. So that brings us to our top TV box chart of 2019, allowing you to compare the specs and prices of all the latest Android TV boxes. So as you can see, the Formula Z8 has ranked position 21, bottom of the table, with a rating of 6 out of 10. And you can view the full versions of all my charts online at chixtech.com and read them at your leisure. So there you have it, guys. That was the new Formula Z8 Android TV box. So here are my thoughts on this box. A few of you recommended me to check this one out, and I finally did. Well, my pros and cons sums it up quite well. You have a custom home screen which looks like Android TV OS, but of course it's not official. You have Google Widevine Level 3 and no Chromecast support. However, the home screen itself is actually quite good. You have lots of great customization options and it's generally smooth in navigation. There is, however, no drop-down box or status menu. Netflix is not supported at all. Mali 450 is terrible for gaming and it's the same on this box, so you should only try to play basic games like Crossy Roads. Now let's talk about streaming, which is the only reason you would probably consider to buy this box. Well, YouTube streams great at 4K, Amazon Prime is 480p max, and you can play 4K at 60 frames per second from Kodi, and this does support Miracast for Android. Bottom line, for the price this box is currently selling for, the performance is not quite there. The fact that Netflix is not working at all is certainly not a great selling point. And the fact that there are much better performing boxes out there for a cheaper price means the Z8 is certainly not on my hot list. Now, for this type of performance, the Z8 really needs to drop its price down to less than half the price it's currently selling for, and then I would give it a genuine thumbs up. And with that being said, I will leave the links in the description so you guys can check this product out. That was another honest TV box review, and that is exactly what you're going to get on Chix Tech Reviews. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope you all have a brilliant day. See you in the next one, guys.